afternoon. It's a very good afternoon, because at long last, I can announce a ceasefire and a hostage deal has been reached between Israel and Hamas. For more than 15 months of conflict that began with Hezbollah's brutal massacre on October the 7th, more than 15 months of terror for the hostages, their families, the Israeli people, more than 15 months of suffering by the innocent people of Gaza. Fighting in Gaza will stop, and soon the hostages will return home to their families. The elements of this deal were what I laid out in detail this past May, which was embraced by countries around the world and endorsed overwhelmingly by the UN Security Council. The deal is structured in 3 phases. Phase 1 will last 6 weeks. It includes a full and complete ceasefire, withdrawal of Israeli forces from all the populated areas of Gaza, and the release of a number of hostages held by Hamas, including women and elderly and the wounded. And I'm proud to say Americans will be part of that hostage release in Phase 1 as well. And the Vice President and I cannot wait to welcome them home.
It's officially coming from the President-elect, Mr. Trump. He has also put out on his social media that the deal has been brokered and very soon hostages will be released. Now, as per the deal or the draft proposal which was circulating in the media, quoted by Israeli and Arab media, suggests that perhaps in the first batch, 33 Israeli hostages will be released by Hamas. That could effectively come or happen on Sunday. But before all that, Israeli Prime Minister and his cabinet, security cabinet, has to approve this deal, which is more of a formality right now, because the mediators who are involved in this talk, the ones representing Israel, the ones representing Hamas, have agreed for the ceasefire deal in Qatar, is what we are being told from different quarters. Now, when Mr. Trump has already put it out, so it's certainly a stamp on this story that the ceasefire deal has been achieved. But now how it will progress, because Hamas would also expect Israel to release a lot of detainees, a lot of Palestinians who are in Israeli prison for the last 10 years, 15 years. There is several categories on which both sides will have to agree upon, because there are many people who have been accused of heinous crimes by Israeli courts, and there are many who are languishing in Israeli jails without any charges or crimes or trial. So those are still the complexities of which will be part of this ceasefire deal, and we'll have to see whether Israel will fully agree to evacuate or sort of leave the Gaza Strip, because Israel still wants to stay in certain areas of Gaza Strip which shares its border with Egypt on one side and shares the other border with Israel on one side.